At the start of this week, there wasn't much money in the bank, so I had to focus all my energy on selling books. And in this video, I'll show you everything I did and all the books we found new homes for from Monday through to Friday. And at the end, we'll see how much I sold throughout the entire week. Morning all, so today's Monday the 3rd of June, and sometimes I'm sat here on a Monday morning and I'm thinking that my focus this week should be on going out and finding new material. I might look around at the bookshelves and they look a bit empty and I desperately need new stock. And some weeks the focus has to be on finding new homes for the books that I have. And often it's a Monday morning look at the balance on my bank account that governs where my efforts this week should be focused. To a certain extent, I'm always doing both all the time, always looking for opportunities to make new discoveries and always looking for new homes for the books that I have. But it's safe to say that last week and last month I spent a lot of money on books. The bookshelves are looking nice and full. So today and this week my focus is going to have to be on finding new homes for them. So these two books are the first things that we can work on this morning. They're the deluxe editions of The Hobbit and The Lord of the Rings. This is the first deluxe edition of The Hobbit that was published in 1976, and this is a later deluxe edition of The Lord of the Rings. Okay, so those are actually two books that I have waiting lists for. So I've sent the details of those books to those customers, and then I've got two books that we can catalogue now, which is one of the first steps in offering them for sale. These arrived at the end of last week. This is a first edition of Bertrand Russell's History of Western Philosophy, published in 1946. And one of the fun things about this book is that it was printed according to the paper rationing and war economy standard of book production during the Second World War. So they actually printed the dust jacket on the back of old maps from the War Office. So I'm going to get that described, and I think we can probably make a fun YouTube short and TikTok video about this book. So I'll try and write up a script for that while I'm at it. And then we've also got here, that's just come into stock, this is a beautiful first edition of the Silmarillion, so we'll get that processed as well. Another thing that happened over the weekend is that somebody inquired through my website about this, which is a beautiful set of George Eliot's works published by Blackwood in Edinburgh across 9 volumes. They've got, if I carefully get one out to show you, they're bound in this lovely light blue cloth with gilt decoration to the spines, and the customer just wanted to know a bit more about them and see some more photos. So we'll take a couple of volumes down off the shelf and whiz some photos of them over to them now. Evening everyone, it's 7:20, so I just thought I'd do a quick update. I've just put my daughter to bed, so now I've got some time to work this evening. I managed to finish editing the video about the Bertrand Russell, so that'll go up tomorrow. I've also had one of the people I offered a book to come back and say they're interested, so that might be a sale. We'll have to wait and see. Nothing's done until it's done, of course. So I think I'm going to use this evening to take the pictures of the books that I catalogued today and some outstanding books that need photographing, try and get these up to the website, and then we'll be in a good place to go again tomorrow. Hey guys, I'm just taking photos, but I just heard that the person who was interested in the Lord of the Rings is going to buy it, so we can add £150 to our sales tally to kick the week off. Hi guys, I've just finished the photographs and I've now got all those books, I say all those books, the 3 books that I was working on today up to the website. So I'll just show you, here's the website, and you can see down here we've got our Beren and Luthien, our Silmarillion and our History of Western Philosophy first editions. So the last thing to do now this evening before I call it a night, I'm going to pack up the Lord of the Rings because that's been paid for, and then I need to do some admin, and yeah, so I'll do that now, and then I'll speak to you again tomorrow. I know it's late and I should be in bed. It's gone 11 here, but I've been working the last couple of hours, and we have just got an order in. The person who inquired after this lovely set of George Eliot that I showed you earlier has decided to buy them. So that's £350 onto the tally. And now I really do need to go to bed, so I'll speak to you tomorrow. Morning, guys. It's Tuesday morning. It's, what are we at? Just gone 8:15. And we've got a couple of things we need to do before we get going this morning. That set of George Eliot that we sold last night needs to get packed and go out. In terms of what else is on for today, I've got my dad coming over later this morning. He comes over once a month to just sit down with me, and we can talk through how the business is going, any concerns I might have, look at all the sort of numbers, because I'm a books person, I'm not a business person. So having someone to talk about and go through it with is super, super helpful. And then this afternoon, we'll post the content that I filmed and edited yesterday. And we've got a couple more emails to send to try and sell some books. So I'll get packing now, and I'll speak to you in a little bit. And that's finally all our packing done for the morning. These are the 10 volumes of George Eliot in these 2 heavy boxes ready to go out. So I'll get ready, and then I'll be able to do a bit of work before my dad comes around. So just checking back in, it's now the afternoon. I've just finished the meeting I had with my dad and had some lunch with him. It's really, really useful if you're doing what I do, which is essentially working on your own, spending the majority of your time working on your own, to have someone else to talk to, run ideas by. It's really, really valuable. So that was really, really good. Made me feel like we're in a good position. I sometimes fear that these conversations are going to be like, I don't know if you if any of you watch Clarkson's Farm, that when Clarkson sat there, and then his surveyor friend Charlie, I think his name is, comes in and says, no, that's a terrible idea, you can't do that. And thankfully the conversations with my dad aren't like that, but I sort of fear that might be the dynamic. But anyway, jobs for this afternoon. Try and sell some books. I actually just got in. This arrived literally while my dad was here. This is a book I have a very long waiting list for. It's the first India paper edition of The Lord of the Rings. Beautiful book from 1969. So I'm going to get in contact with basically my waiting list in priority order, and see if we can sell that, because that would be a nice, tripped over my words, because that would be a nice way to kickstart the week. Hello again, it's now 7:30 on Tuesday evening. It's a beautiful evening here, and I actually didn't do what I hoped to do this afternoon because I just got some news that is really, really great, and I had to work on that news instead. But we have moved along a bit in trying to get a couple of books sold and over the line. So hopefully those come through. I play football on a Tuesday night, so I'm going to go have some supper and get ready for that now. And then hopefully when I'm back from football, or when I speak to you in the morning, whichever happens, I'll have some more sales, more sold books we can add to our tally. Good evening. It's still Tuesday evening. I've just got back from football, and we have some good news. So I'm just going to tell you quickly, and then I'm going to call it tonight, because it's getting quite late, and my daughter might wake up any minute. So we have some sales. So I mentioned before I went to football, I think, that this beautiful deluxe India paper edition of Lord of the Rings might sell, and it has. And actually the person who's decided to buy this has also bought the sort of matching deluxe edition of The Hobbit. So that's great news. And also earlier today, when I was looking for things to offer people, I found a note that my friend Matthias was looking for a first edition of the Silmarillion. And you saw that yesterday I catalogued this absolutely beautiful copy of the Silmarillion. So I offered that to him, and he decided to take that. And he also wanted something else matching to go with it. And so he added this, which is beautiful, the Silmarillion calendar, 1978. The Silmarillion was actually published in 1977, so they started selling the 1978 calendars in 1977, the same year it was published. So they go together really quite beautifully, both in really, really lovely condition. And that helps the cause. We can add to our sales tally for the week. So those two items add, let me just bring it up one moment. That adds £2,500 to the tally. So that's really, really good news. That helps us along, helps replenish the funds. And I have to say, I was looking around at my bookshelves earlier and they were looking a little bit empty. So we might have to look at buying some more books this week. But I think we'll keep the main focus on selling for this video, and I'll see you guys in the morning and see where Wednesday takes us. Good morning. It's now Wednesday morning. It's sort of mid-morning now. I've been packing those orders that came in late last night. Really, really happy with those. They really help kickstart the week. This afternoon, the plan is to crack on. We've had a couple more inquiries on books that we'll respond to, and hopefully we can turn those inquiries into sales and press on and keep that tally going for the week. But I'm really, really happy with where we are this week, and yeah, let's see if we can keep going. I'll keep you updated today with what's happening, what's coming, what's going, and yeah, I'll check in a bit later. So I've just had a message from a really lovely customer who's looking for a Father's Day present. So I spoke to them a bit about their interests, and the thing that I've recommended is this book. This is the first edition of Bertrand Russell's History of Western Philosophy. I also posted a short form video about it earlier this week. But yeah, really, really beautiful thing. So I'll send them the details of this, send them the video explaining it, and we'll see if that will make the perfect gift. Hey everyone, so quick end of day update. It's just gone 8 o'clock, so I'm going to stop working at this point in the evening for a change. We do have another sale to add to our tally for the week. The customer I mentioned earlier decided to go for this beautiful History of Western Philosophy as the Father's Day present. So that's £395 into our tally. So yeah, that's where we are. There'll be in one of these corners our running total for the week. It feels like it's going quite well. And yeah, great stuff. I will catch you all in the morning. Morning everyone, it's Thursday morning. So we had a bit of activity overnight. I had an order come in for this, which is a first edition of Undeceptions by C.S. Lewis. So that is £180 that we can add to the tally. And this is going on the pile of things that I need to pack and post out today. So that's everything packed up. My admin's done. And then I was just looking behind me at these shelves and they're looking a bit patchy and bare. So I think what we might do is I need to go to the post office with the orders that need shipping out today, and we might have a little early afternoon lunchtime book hunt in Oxford to see what we can find. So I've just dropped those parcels off at the post office. I've just got to the park and ride in Oxford, so let's head in town and see if we can find any books. I hope you enjoyed that little montage of my impromptu Oxford book buying trip. I bought a few nice things, so I'll show them to you now. This is the rather eclectic pile. We'll start with the newer books first and work back in time, shall we? So this is really lovely. This P.G. Wodehouse first edition of his novel Cocktail Time. It's a really beautiful copy, and I just love the dust jacket on this one. This is lovely as well. This is the Green Fairy book, one of Andrew Lang's coloured fairy books. I have a customer who is currently putting together a set of these, and they don't have the green one. So probably the first thing I'll do after I finish telling you briefly about these books is get in touch with them. We've then got two prayer books, the older two books here, both in really nice bindings. This is a book of hours. This was printed in 1792. I'll show you the title page there. We've got lots and lots of. It was given as a gift, Thos Witham, from his affectionate mother, and this is an Oxford prayer book in this beautiful restoration binding. This was printed in Oxford in 1703. And you can see the original owner of it there, Francis Sarah Parker. So very pleased with that little haul. So what I'll do now is I'll get those processed, so collate them, catalogue them, photograph them. That'll be the afternoon's job. Offer them out to anyone who I think might like them, particularly the Green Fairy book, and we'll see if we can add to our tally. Morning everyone, it's now Friday morning. I sort of abandoned you and the video yesterday because my daughter had a really bad night's sleep, so we're all struggling a bit in the household this Friday morning, but we do have some good news overnight. I did finish cataloguing and photographing those books that I showed you yesterday evening, and my customer that is collecting the Andrew Lang Fairy books decided to buy this one. So that is £360 that we can add to our tally. So I'm really pleased with how this week is going, and we'll see what more we can do today. I've got a whole bunch of books that I need to get up onto the website today, so that might give us a bit of impetus. But yeah, I'll get this packed up and ready to go and get on with some work this morning, show you what I'm up to, and we'll see where we are later today. So I'm just checking back in, and while I've been away, some books have arrived. So this will be, I think, our last push for the week. I'm going to get all of these books here catalogued and collated and photographed and on the website this afternoon, and then I will do I'll do a little flurry of Instagram stories. If you don't follow me on Instagram already, you can do so in a link down in the description, and we will we'll see if we can add some last numbers to the tally. So I'll get all this done, all this processed, and we'll see if that can help our cause. Okay, so I've just finished photographing these books. I've got them all up onto the website and fully catalogued. So what I'll do now, I'll make an Instagram post or a few Instagram stories, something like that, to promote them, let them know that there's some new books on the website. I think there's 11 or 12 new books that have just gone up, and we'll see if that has an impact. And I'll probably do my next check-in. It's sort of 7:30 on Friday night now. I'll do my next check-in with you tomorrow morning to see how we've got on overnight, to see how we've got on for the entire week, and to conclude the video. But right now I need to do that content and then start editing this video together so that you can all see it on Sunday. So I'm here now with the final check-in for the video, and as you can see, we've had some extra sales to add in to our kitty. They're all packed up and ready to be sent out today, but we sold 2 beautiful volumes of art history over the weekend. A lovely copy of the life of Benvenuto Cellini in a very nice sort of arts and crafts style binding, and also the glorious deluxe edition of Stories of the Italian Artists from Vasari in a beautiful parchment binding. Those help the cause. They bring the final total for this video. If I just do the maths quickly, I hope you'll bear with me. They mean that we reach, for the end of the week, £4,135 in sales, which I'm pleased with. It's not a complete knockout week, but it's certainly not a bad week. I think you'll remember the last time I did one of these videos where I show you my whole week, I didn't have much luck with sales. So that puts us in a really healthy position now to attack next week, keep on looking for new books to find, keep on looking for new books to sell. And one thing that will help with that I literally received today in the post is a proof copy of my first ever catalogue as an independent bookseller. It's titled Secret Histories, and if you want to be one of the first people to get a copy of this, then sign up to my mailing list. I'll put a link down below, and if you sign up to my mailing list, you'll get a PDF copy of this, but you'll also get the first opportunity to purchase one of the very limited numbers of print copies of this catalogue. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the comments section down below.